How we doing, guys? Welcome back. It's Richie of the Richie Hicks Jr. Sports Podcast. And in the waning hours of the MLB Trade Deadline, I've got some news for everyone. Former Oriole Trey Mancini was traded to the Astros today as part of a three-team deal. Great deal for the Houston Astros. They get a player who's very familiar with playing against the New York Yankees, and just a player who offers a lot of depth into their lineup. Mancini has overcome a lot. I figured the Orioles to be sellers, even though they're playing so much better and actually have a chance for the wild card, because of the fact that some of their guys are on expiring contracts. This is an excellent deal for the Houston Astros, and I do believe that they might not be done, but it seems like from the offensive standpoint, they definitely added a hell of a player here. And as a counter move, the New York Yankees added starting pitcher Frankie Montez as well as Lou Trevino. This was an excellent move for the New York Yankees because of the fact that they did not give up any of their four top prospects. Austin Wells, Volpe, Peraza, Jason Dominguez, they're all going to stay in the farm system to potentially be up to the big team within the next 2 to 3 years, if not sooner. The Yankees parted with some good talent, but nothing that I believe is going to hinder them from, securing their future, because they do have some aging players at certain positions or some players that might be replaceable in a few years. This is a trade that, quite frankly, most Yankee fans wanted done going way back to spring training when the Oakland Athletics were having their fire sale. I wholeheartedly believe that Montez gives them that viable number two, a guy that joins Nestor Cortez as an equal, as a number two, right behind Garrett Cole, who is the team's ace. I believe that the Yankees have some decisions to make in terms of who they're going to demote out of the rotation. Luis Severino is due back pretty soon, but I think this move gives them the opportunity to not rush him back. Of the five starters, I would have to say Jordan Montgomery is probably underperforming the most. So I do think that he could be in danger of losing a starting spot. But at the same time, Luis Severino, who hasn't completed a season in each of the last 2 years, and this season is injured once again. He'll be back soon. I think the Yankees have to be very much careful in terms of how many innings he's pitching, and to make sure that he is strong and very available for the October push. I also think that he's the most adaptable to join the bullpen and to help the Yankees in that regard. The addition of Lou Trevino, very, very good move. The Yankees desperately need some bullpen help as a bridge to get to Clay Holmes. Clay Holmes had a rough outing yesterday, giving up the loss, Salvador Perez home run in the top of the ninth. But the point is, he's been a hell of a closer this year, taking the job away from Aroldis Chapman. And Aroldis Chapman is also part of the motivation for this move. The Yankees have not been able to figure out where to use Chapman. They are trying to be patient and see if he can be a help to the bullpen. But Lou Trevino, definitely a candidate to pitch the eighth inning. We have Zach Britton coming back. Jonathan Loaisiga looked good yesterday as well. So the Yankees definitely have depth in that bullpen, and something that is desperately needed, given the fact that earlier in the year, Chad Green's season was ended, and just a week or so ago, Michael King's season was ended. This is a tremendous move for the New York Yankees. Really good move for the Houston Astros as well, picking up a player like Mancini. And I have a feeling that before the deadline comes and goes by tomorrow, the New York Mets may very well be getting involved with making a deal, and maybe we'll be surprised and one of these big names gets traded, like a Shohei Ohtani or a Juan Soto. I myself think they're both staying put for now, but I do think the Mets may very well be getting busy, also going to the Chicago Cubs. Good news for Yankee fans, good news for Astros fans, and the familiarity angle of the players that they both received in terms of playing against each other. In this case, these two guys coming over from the Oakland Athletics are very familiar with playing against the Astros. And Trey Mancini for years has been playing against the Yankees. So I think from a familiarity standpoint, it's important to get guys that have indeed been in these situations against these kind of teams. The Mets, we'll see where it goes. I have a feeling they might be making a deal with either Chicago or the Red Sox. My gut tells me that the deal is going to be coming from the Cubs, but we will find out more as the day moves along. Until then, have a great day. Also wanted to make a mention that in just a few hours, we're going to be dropping our very first episode for the NFL season previews. Tonight will be the NFC West. I was joined by my good friend Michael Zappi, and we're going to be looking to get 2 divisions out to you a week as we lead up into the NFL season. Football is right around the corner. Until next time, take it easy, and I'll see you guys soon.